We just got to a Salt Lake City farmers market. I'm gonna go check out what's in season right now. We're in September, so we're kind of in that change from summer to fall. So there will be still some like summer produce, but some the introduction to fall. So this is a really nice time to come to the farmers market. We'll go check it out. I'll show you guys my favorite stands and everything. But first things first. Spice girl, please.
And a spice girl.
And a plain Jane fry.
All the good things. I like it. Okay, perfect.
Okay, now that we ate, first rule for creating content and doing like kitchen stuff or cooking or something is don't be hungry, because otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. So we just ate a couple smash burgers, which also smash burgers are so delicious. Okay, so how do I find inspiration for recipes? I like to come to like farmers markets. It's like the places where you can find like the most like fresh produce and stuff, like, at least here in the area where I live in northeastern Utah. I love the Salt Lake City Farmers Market. Is I think the biggest one in the area, so there's lots of stands like fresh produce, fruits, and like lots of nice food vendors like this one. So when I'm like thinking about a dish, the first thing I do is I look what protein I'm making. The protein kind of dictates what the sauce will be, how the sauce will be, the sides that I'm using, everything. So for example, if I have fatty protein, I'm gonna look into a vinegar-based sauce or a citrus sauce, something that helps me cut through the fat of the protein. For example, pork is very fatty, so I always do like some kind of like vinegar, mustardy sauce, or citrus. Pork and citrus is so good. Pork and lime is one of my favorite combinations. If I have a fatty protein, I will go towards kind of like a salad or like some fresh vegetables, like sauteed or grilled or something, instead of like doing like very starchy and like creamy sides. So let's go take a look at the stand. Okay, we just got home. I got a bunch of cool things that I'm super excited to cook with. So that was kind of my creative process. That's me personally. That's what I do. I like going and I like looking at things. I like looking at what's in season and some things that I can see. So I start thinking. So I walk like from a stand to a stand and I see what they have. And I start imagining how this or that would look into my dish, mixed with some different proteins, as I was mentioning before, and all that. So I'm gonna show you what I got. I already have some ideas for my dishes that I'm gonna cook, and at the end of this video I'm gonna also cook something which I'm not sure yet, but you will see it in the next couple of minutes if you stay watching this video. Also, shout out to Millie and Banana, which is like the makers of this bag. Is super big and super sturdy. Like I was carrying so much weight in here because I had my water bottle, my daughter's water bottle, and everything else. So make sure I'll leave the Instagram page in here so you go check them out and support small businesses, which is also a cool part of going to a farmer's market. We also got some art prints and some more stuff that I'll show you in a second. We got this Utah art print, a cat, some cereal with aliens, which I thought was really cool. This will go in our living room. To the important part, the food. So first thing we got was mushrooms. Every time I go to the same mushroom stand, got some beautiful chanterelles. And I also got some piopinos. I love piopinos and chanterelles. Those are kind of my favorite. The street, as you saw, to the Italian market. I got some well, mortadella for our sandwiches. Got some pepperoni because I'm gonna make some pizza. And I got some guanciale, which I'm gonna use probably with the chanterelles. A little bag of mixed greens. I got some Thai basil. This will go for a different recipe. I might do some kind of Asian or some cool. This is something I had never seen before, and that's what I really love of going there, is that I always see like lots of different new produce. And this is purple green beans. Aren't these so cool? I love the color. I also got some catnip for my cats, fresh catnip. I got this beautiful zucchini. These are kind of like baby zucchini. These are bicolor, which these were super cool. Also got some little ones. I got some, oh this fell, some baby tomatoes. And I got some carrots. So I didn't get much, but I kind of have an idea already on what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna go with the same plan, basically. Ribeye, peach and blackberry chutney. I'm gonna do a carrot puree. I had some broccolini in my fridge, so I'm gonna do broccolini, zucchini, and purple green beans. Also gonna do some chanterelles, just to add some earthiness to the dish. This will be so delicious. I love chanterelles. And I'm gonna do some duck fat potatoes and chimichurri. It sounds like a lot, but you'll see I'll manage my portion. It will be like a smaller portion. I'll try to make it like kind of like a restaurant dish, make it look nice and beautiful and play with all the colors and stuff. So yeah, this is it, and let's cook. Okay, first thing I'm gonna start is I'm gonna get my potatoes going. Okay, potatoes, I'm just gonna put them in cold water. Very strong pinch of salt. Always make sure to salt your potatoes when you boil them. This will be all the flavor. And then I'm just gonna blanch them. Blanch the broccolini and the green beans. So on these ones, I'm just gonna cut the end off, and I'm just gonna leave them like this. After I blanch them, I will trim them and make them look nicer. Then on the green beans, what we wanna do is we wanna remove this, like this thing on all of them. Okay, the veggies that I'm gonna blanch already on these ones, so I'm just gonna blanch them for like a minute and then add them on cold water. After that, to do a thermal shock just so they stop cooking, and that's it. Okay, chanterelle mushrooms, super delicious, very meaty. They have like a very earthy taste, but also like fruity. They're super delicious. So what I do, this is not necessary, but now carrots. I'll do carrot puree. Since I have 3 different colors, 4 different colors, the color might be a little odd, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. You just peel them. Okay, I got my carrots ready. I'm gonna also do onion and garlic for that puree. I just added my purple green beans. Let's see how they turn into green. So you can see that one is already turning. They're not purple anymore, but I guess that's completely fine. I just didn't know how they were. I was very surprised when I cooked them the first time. Okay, these are ready. I got my ice cold water. Okay, potatoes are ready. Now we just need to cool them down, and I'm gonna place them in the freezer. Okay, zucchini. I'm just gonna cut it in half. I'm gonna add some detail on this one as well. I'm gonna score it. Okay, now I'm gonna make my chutney. It'll be a peach and blackberry chutney. So I've got onion, Thai chili and all this. I'm gonna add some spices, vinegar, sugar, salt. Okay, in a separate pan, I'm gonna mix some sugar, red wine vinegar. I'm gonna kind of make a syrup in there. Then in this pan, I'm gonna cook the rest of the ingredients. The last thing I need to prep is my sauce, which will be a chimichurri. So very simple, just finely chop this cilantro. And then let's move forward to that take. Okay, parsley is finely chopped. So I'm going to microplane 2 garlic cloves. Some parsley are mixed. I'm gonna do some salt, some pepper, oregano. This one I use Aleppo pepper, but you can use any other pepper, any chili flakes or something. Okay, the proportions for chimichurri are 3 parts oil, 1 part red wine vinegar. So I'm gonna do 100 milliliters of neutral oil and 30 milliliters of red wine vinegar. We mix. That's it. Chimichurri is ready. Okay, puree is ready to be processed. As you can see, most of the liquid reduced. So this is what will give us a very creamy and velvety consistency. If you want it very smooth, make sure you blitz it for a while, for at least a minute. While it is blending, we're gonna add a cube of cold butter. What the butter will do is it will help it emulsify and get like more body and a nice buttery flavor. Consistency is super creamy, has such a nice body. Puree is ready. Right, chutney is ready. It's got like similar consistency as the puree, but once I chill it, it will be super different. It will be kind of like a gel because of all the sugar content in it. So yeah, everything is ready. The way I work is kind of like a restaurant. So I have my puree, my sauce, my chutney ready, and then I've got my vegetables prep. These two are blanched, these are scored, they're all ready to cook. My potatoes are blanched, they're a little frozen so they'll be crispy. And then my ribeye is at room temperature. Everything is ready to go. So that's kind of the way I work. I work as if I was in the restaurant. And when I'm making this kind of like R&Ds at home, that is the way I like to work. If I was at work, I would have everything ready and then I would be ready to cook. Like everything is pre-cooked or the sauces are ready and everything. My vegetables are pre-cooked. These are like very nice and looking great. So that is the way restaurants work. How, like, a lot of people go to a restaurant and they think that they just need to like serve the food and that's it, or like we cook steaks to order or things like that. It's not always like that. It depends on how busy the restaurant is and all that. So, but one thing that restaurants do is that they have everything ready to go. So that way it's only turning the pan on and then adding vegetables or searing a steak or things like that. Sauces, we just reheat sauces. Then when we have like a chimichurri or something, we make this in bulk, so they're always ready to go. So that's it. That's why I like to practice like this. I'm not a chef. I've never been a chef, but I like this creative process. And at work, I don't have creative freedom to like create my own dishes or anything. So that's why at home I do this kind of like projects for me to like keep on like getting creative and like see what works and what not. And then, for example, at work, a chef asked me for a dish. I know what works with what and what's in season and all that. So if you like cooking, do something like this at home, and you'll see how fun you'll have and how much you will learn. Okay. That being said, let's get cooking. Just salt on my ribeye. Okay, salt on the other side. And also make sure your steak is dry. So pat it dry before. So first I'm gonna ribeye here and then potatoes here. Also my oven is preheating. I'm gonna have my oven at 400 because I'm gonna finish the potatoes in the oven and maybe the steak, right? Duck fat. Then we're just gonna let them cook there on one side and then we're gonna move them but leave them there for at least a minute. This is what we're looking for, like this kind of color. See the smoke on this one, so it means it's ready to go. Just a little oil because ribeye has lots of fat in it. And then we go with the ribeye. And then on this one, just press it a little bit to get that nice sear. Prick of thyme, just because thyme is delicious. So I'm gonna finish the potatoes in the oven, just because I need this pan. So potatoes go to the oven right now. Okay, it's been about a minute and a half, and you can see all the fat that it has rendered. The other side, the breast. And then I'm gonna do the zucchini in the same pan, just because this needs a little longer cooking time. And these haven't been blanched or anything. I'm gonna use that beef fat to cook the zucchini. Will be super tasty. I'm gonna season this afterwards, not right now. Okay, my pan is dripping hot. Some olive oil. Then I'm gonna add the mushrooms right away. Then these ones, I'm just gonna leave them there for about 45 seconds. I'm just gonna salt them. Now I'm just gonna add a few drops of red wine vinegar. The ribeye ready. So I'm just gonna take it out and I'm gonna let it rest. So my mushrooms are ready, so you can tell that they shrunk a little bit. So I'm just gonna keep them and I'm gonna reheat them once all my dish is ready. Time for broccolini and green beans, or purple beans that are green. Okay, my zucchini is also ready. Super beautiful. I'm gonna keep it on the side as well. Okay, now it's time to reheat the puree. And that's it. Once these guys are ready, we'll be ready to eat. I'm finished cooking. I'm just gonna cut this because for presentation. Okay, my ribeye has rested. I think this will be over, kind of like medium well, but well, just. And then I'm just gonna cut the eye. That is my favorite part of the ribeye, but I'm of course gonna save that. My wife, she loves eating this part and that part, but I don't. Okay, I've got the eye of the ribeye. Then for this plating, I'm just gonna do one big slab of the piece. I'm just gonna slice it to smaller pieces. This part is kind of like medium well. Right, got my ribeye and let's plate. Right, first I'm gonna go with beans, but I'm also gonna do some broccolini right with the and my ribeye, which it's not the worst temperature. It is a little over. All right, now I'll go with my dog fat potatoes. Now I'm gonna go with the zucchini. And chanterelles. Right. Finishing touches. Little Maldon on the steak. Maldon salt is so good for this purpose. Carrot puree. Then I'm just gonna finish with the chimney. This looks like a nice dish to me. Very nice, and let's taste it. Right guys, this is the finished product. Super messy kitchen, but that's what cooking is. If you like cooking this way, I love it, but then I have to do dishes, so I don't really mind it. If you don't like dishes, well, then don't cook like this. But yeah, this is the dish. I really liked it. I like all the colors. I like how everything is super fresh in it. Maybe it's a little crowded on this spot right here. It's a little confusing, but overall I think looks nice. I could do like a less amount of something, but yeah, this is a nice. I would find this at a restaurant, I guess. This could be a $45 dish or something like that. So now let's taste it, because that's why I cooked it. Ribeye broccolini, some chanterelle, some chutney, some puree. Very tasty. It's like meaty and then a little bit sweet, and then super rich with the puree. Super nice, little spicy also. Potatoes are super delicious. This is a really nice dish. This video was kind of to show you guys how I get inspiration, so definitely looking at what's in season helps me think on what I want to cook. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. If you watch this whole video, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and please subscribe and send it to a friend, and watch this video many times so I get more views, and send it to as many people as you can if you liked it. And then follow me for more content like this. I'll show you how to cook like a restaurant at home, and I'll just make some more different recipes. Make sure to watch my burger series, which I'm gonna make more videos soon. And thank you so much for watching.